Aptevo Therapeutics is currently in the news at the moment. It's currently buzzing in the market. As you can see, we are live now, 5:58 a.m. Eastern US time. So this is the market is not open at the moment. So what's going on now is mostly in the pre-market, and there's some news here that is probably what is driving the stock. It says Aptevo Therapeutics adopts limited duration stockholder rights plan. The biotech company focused on developing novel immuno-oncology therapeutics based on its proprietary bispecific the technology platform. Today, that was the Sunday, 8th of November 2020, announced that its board of directors has approved the adoption of a limited duration stockholder rights plan and declared a dividend distribution of one right for each outstanding share of common stock. The record date of such dividend distribution is November 23rd, 2020. The rights plan expires without any further action being required to be taken by Aptevo's board of directors on November 8th, 2021. Okay, so with that sort of plan in place, I can imagine that people will rush to come and buy it. And what does that mean? It says here a limited duration, okay, has approved a rights plan, okay, yeah. The plan could be anything. It could be anything. It could be two more shares for one. So look, that is wonderful. I know in certain parts of the world, people have become enormously wealthy by through such plans, you know. It's really attractive. It's not exactly very popular, not very common in the US. You know, not what tends to be common in stock splits and the like, but this is a lot different. So in some ways, it might be the same. It might be the same because it's not going to be. The market capitalization will still remain in place, I guess, you know. So unless it's a rights plan that will entitle you to ignore that class of equity, but if it is the same in the same equity, then that's good. But if it's different, it all makes it all even more interesting, you know. So let's continue with what we are reading. Adoption of the rights plan is intended to protect Aptevo and its stockholders from the actions of third parties that the board of directors determines are not in the best interest of Aptevo and its stockholders, and to enable all stockholders to realize the full potential value of their investment in Aptevo. The rights plan provides the board of directors with time to make informed decisions that are in the best long-term interest of Aptevo and its stockholders, and does not prevent Aptevo's board of directors from considering any offer to acquire Aptevo that it considers to be in the best interest of Aptevo's stockholders. The rights plan is similar to stockholder right plans adopted by other publicly traded companies. Under the rights plan, the rights generally will become exercisable only if a person or a group acquires beneficial ownership of 10% or more of Aptevo's common stock in a transaction or a series of transactions not approved by Aptevo's board of directors. In that situation, each holder of a right other than the acquiring person or group whose rights will become void and will not be exercisable will have the right to purchase upon payment of the exercise payment of the exercise price and in accordance with the terms of the rights plan, a number of shares of Aptevo's common stock having a market value of twice such price. In addition, if Aptevo is acquired in a merger or other business combination after an acquiring person acquires 10% or more of Aptevo's common stock, each holder of the right would thereafter have the right to purchase upon payment of the exercise price, and in accordance with the terms of the rights plan, a number of shares of common stock of the acquiring person having a market value of twice such price. The acquiring person or group will not be entitled to exercise these rights in the rights plan. The definition of the beneficial ownership includes derivative securities. Okay, that is yes. I believe derivative securities would definitely include options and warrants. Okay, stockholders who beneficially own 10% or more of Aptevo's outstanding common stock prior to the first public announcement by Aptevo of the adoption of the rights plan will not trigger the rights plans so long as they do not acquire beneficial ownership of any additional shares of common stock at a time when they still beneficially own 10% or more of such common stock, subject to certain exceptions as set forth in the rights plan. Okay, so let's digest what this actually means. I think it's only this rights applies to the rights plan is similar to, okay. Under the rights plan, the rights generally will become exercisable only if a person or a group acquires beneficial ownership of 10% or more of the Aptevo's common stock in a transaction or series of transactions not approved by Aptevo's board of directors. In that situation, each holder or rights holder okay, will have the right to purchase. Okay, okay, so this only applies to those who already have 10% of Aptevo's only applies to group who acquires beneficial ownership of 10% or more of Aptevo's common stock. All right. So there's some more before now on Thursday, the 5th of November. It came out with some news here, and it says that the nano cap Aptevo Therapeutics retains 12% pre-market. Okay. That is the completion on the heels of 2 days right after announcing a complete remission. Okay, the complete remission was observed in a participant in a cohort 6 after the 5 cycles of treatment, not 2 which were originally reported. Okay, so some positive outcomes were announced there. So look at what's going on now. You can see, let's refresh this. Look at that. Aptevo closed at $23.70, and it's now up to $66. So this is more than 200%. So in order not to waste time doing that, we can just simply find out what it is. It's I believe it's over. Okay, let me see. It's over 100%. It's over 100%, no doubt about that. It's so 100% will be 460, and then yes, we're talking about up to close to 120%, 122% or thereabouts. So that's what's going on now, and the volume is 30,500 only. So it's below average, and it's going up. So what is likely to be the case is, look, you can see here, you can see that it's currently indicating that it's overbought. So in the last trading session, a lot definitely were purchased, and then the float, you can see here, the float is only 3.233 million shares. This is very small, very small. So this is part of the reason why it is jumping in double digits and triple digits. The price is going up in double digits and triple digits because the float is small and the demand is now going crazy. But at the same time, again, if it leaps in price, it will also decline in leaps and bounds in price as well. So right now it is trading at very, very risky levels, in as much as a lot of some positive news are around and the demand is heightened at the moment. We have to be really careful, So what you're looking at right now is, if it has this volume of 30,500, let's see if we can refresh it and see whether it is still the case. Okay, it's gone up to 32,700. So the price, I think, may have declined. Let's see. But it's no, the price has not declined. It's going up here, and I don't know why this is different. But in any case, though, if this is anything to go by, 32,700, it means that and then we're already looking at over close to 122% increase. Then what it implies is that definitely the shares that are now available is very minimal. You can see 35% are held by institutions. Let's assume now that the rest of the 65% are are the ones that are being frequently traded now. What it means is that probably nearly all of that 65% have been bought up. You can see also what's going on here. The last 10-day volume, you can see, is a 7.5 million. This is 100%, more than 100% the available flow. That means a lot has been bought and sold and bought and sold and bought and sold, which is as a result of demand to buy them. So if we are looking at a 122% increase, it means that a lot of people do not have the ability to sell theirs at the moment. Not everybody has access to the pre-market. So if that is the case, if the float is also narrow, if the float is small, and there's also a very small amount that is being sold for others to buy, the demand will cause, the demand will cause the price to move up as it is now. So let's see. You can see what's going on. This is what happened in over the last how many days? This is 1, 2, 3. I mean, it has just not relented. It has, fortunately enough, it wasn't just what happened in one day. So it happened in 1, 2, 3, 4 days. It took 4 days to get up to that that price, which is, I mean, which is from $6.18. So that was on the 2nd of November. So 2nd of November is last Monday. So in 1 week, it has skyrocketed to what, more than 10 times its price from last week. So it's interesting, fascinating. Yet you also have to be really careful, really, really careful. You have to know what you're doing to jump in on this. Nobody who knows who's buying this. It could be those who have the rights to, who already own 10%, and they need to now probably ensure that they benefit from this rights issued has been issued. So you can see the market cap is only 6.6 million. By the time the market opens, and if that remains the current price, it will not be the same. The market cap will be something close to 144 or thereabouts. So the trend analysis is that Aptevo appears to be in a strong bullish trend, no doubt about that. Strong bullish trend. You can see the even though the 200 moving average, that's that one, is not hasn't had the opportunity to show itself because of the recent price movements. It's been declining before now, but the fact that it has, you can see it has angled up. There's no doubt, the need to include that to conclude that it is bullish. Okay, its 200-day moving average is upward sloping, yes, but though narrowly, but it's upward sloping, and the MACD histogram is above zero and rising. The comparative relative strength analysis shows that the issues are outperforming the S&P 500. Okay, momentum for Aptevo is strongly bullish. The 14-period slow stochastic oscillator is above 80, the level which many analysts call overbought. You can see that it is right up in the overbought region, and with what's going on now, who knows where it's going to be. Okay, the 14 is above the momentum for Aptevo is strongly bullish. The 14-period slow stochastic oscillator is above 80, and the level which many analysts call overbought. This means that investors have been actively purchasing shares and driving the price higher, no doubt about that. The unbalanced volume indicator is bullish. The slope of the indicator is positive and suggests that buyers are presently more active than sellers. And the Bollinger Bands are presently wider than usual as a result of greater than normal volatility that accompanied recent price move. Events such as this may precede a pause or reversal in the near-term trend. So, no doubt about that. So, you have to be careful when if you really want to jump in on Aptevo. You can see we don't have the short interest is about 2.63. So let's see if we can validate that figure. So because it's good to have some skepticism towards an equity that is performing in this manner. APVO. Okay, it's only 2.95%, so it's not that healthy. So we'll just watch out and see what's going to go on in the coming days. So what are we looking at here? We are looking at the different market capitalization here. It's saying it's $1 billion, I believe. Yes, $1 billion. So okay, this is going by well, I don't know where this is coming from. Okay, so because over here we on Charles Schwab, it's saying the market cap is 76.6 million. Okay, that's fascinating. Okay, if you're new to this channel, thank you for watching. Please do subscribe, like and share. Okay, if you're already subscribed, thank you very much for watching the video again. Thank you very much.